Hi, I'm Duke Antczak from OMS News, and I'm reporting from Berea Mid-Park High School, but obviously not in the traditional sense. The Berea City School District opened a brand new school this year, and nearly half of their students have only seen it through this tiny screen.
Where some people that quite honestly are really struggling with the social emotional part of this, because there is a social emotional component of it, of isolation for both students and adults, of fear of the unknown. If I get COVID, or my parents get COVID, or my spouse gets COVID, what's going to happen? How's that going to play out? And trying to balance that and still try to run an organization of 200 adults and honestly nearly 2,000 students to be educated.
And not only is it a mental battle that folks are facing this year, when BCSD decided a few years ago to start construction on a brand new school, they never could have foreseen what their opening year would look like.
The pandemic makes everything more layered and more difficult. That's just a fact. I mean, so everything has more nuance to it.
And adding nuance and layers to an already tough process of opening a brand new school hasn't been something that anyone was anticipating. Though without the pandemic, everything would have been smoother, that doesn't mean there were no positives to take away.
It let the construction people and crews go slower, because we didn't have to have our students in the building till honestly October. And even as of today, February, whatever, the 16th, we have still never had our whole student body in the building. So it gave us kind of a test drive as we kind of eased into it. So we had our staff in the building like probably August 20 something, and we didn't have kids in the building until October the 5th.
Even with a slower process while opening the school, new challenges within the primary goal of the Berea City School District arose as well. Teaching the students this year is more difficult for just about everyone involved. There's no denying that schooling is different online than it is in person. At the same time that students have struggled to adjust to virtual learning, teachers have had to adjust to virtual teaching.
The one thing that I wish we had more time to figure out, or to more deeply discuss, is the live teaching and online teaching simultaneously. That has been unbelievably hard on our staff. There's no other way of putting it. It is taxing. It is trying. And you're really trying to teach two audiences simultaneously: the students who are literally in front of you and the students who are now on your computer screen. And that part, I think, has been much more difficult than we ever anticipated. At this point in time, about half of the students from Berea Mid-Park High School are full-time in person, and the other half are still joining live virtually from home. It sounds like those virtual students won't have a chance to be in the building until at least the next school year. For OMS News, I'm Duke Antczak.